Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Thorn Rose, and today we are continuing Mew Mew 22's journey. Right now we are standing at the bank in Dumbarton, I believe. I think I had done something to with my inventory and with herbs or something. I can't remember exactly what I had done. I messed up again. There's a reason why my face isn't in the corner anymore. So now I'm just trying to clean up my inventory so I can make more room because my character needs a big inventory. But I also just wanted to get rid of that hat because it's been driving me insane. It won't let me drop it. It won't let me destroy it. It won't let me do shit with it. So it's like I just gave up. It's like, screw it. I'll just deal with it in my inventory. Forever, apparently. Just because it's good for beginners and everything because it gives you a lot of tips and things. But yeah, so now we are going to be going to do, I think, something. Yeah, we're going to be working on the Generation 1 quests some more. And I think we're going to be going into the RPG dungeon, I believe, which was the dungeon I'm like super excited about. And I'm just trying to figure out exactly my inventories and everything. And I think I'm probably showing you somewhat of that. Okay. I am sorry that I keep having technical difficulties. I've been having issues with the mic, and then I've been having issues with the camera, and I am sorry about that. I'm still figuring out how to do that and everything with YouTube, and I am sorry that I had told you about the pet giveaway, and then I didn't post the video soon enough, because the event was going on until I think the 15th that you were able to talk to him, and then they had the update, because all my videos are a couple weeks behind because I pre-recorded a bunch because I had been going through a depression, so I was just doing spurts of playing the game, and I figured might as well just pre-record. And I think in the future I'm not going to, because a lot of the events that I'm showing you in the videos are like halfway over or over, because I think that the event with the points and things was over. The rebirth event's still going on, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get a rebirth potion or not, because with new characters you really don't need that, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking for in this shop. This is why I like recording, so I can actually figure out what the hell I'm doing, because I don't know why I went to talk to the blacksmith. There was probably a logical reason, or I was confused. So right now you're about as confused as I am, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I think I might be talking to... yeah, I'm talking to someone at the magic school here in Dumbarton, probably to get information about the mages. And I don't know why I'm talking to her, because I don't have a mission from her. Am I looking for an item? No, I am not. I just wanted to end the conversation. Okay, so we're going into the magic school, because I think we're going to go talk to... gosh, I should know this. I should have this information, like, written out. I need to get better with this. Okay, we're going to go talk to Stuart, and he's going to tell us about what's going on. And so he's talking about the 3 missing warriors and Tira Nog Nog. And that is basically a legend of this world, is that there were 3 warriors. I believe all 3 of them in the legend are dead or vanished in some manner. And that you have technically met one of them so far. Well, yeah, we'll just keep it at that right now, because I know more about that, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys, because once you figure it out, it'll be pretty funny and kind of sad. But he's just saying it's a legend, and he really doesn't know if that he chooses to believe in it, even though he doesn't completely know, because everyone likes the idea of believing in myths and legends, and I think that's kind of cool. So he's giving you a locket that shows one of the three, and the boy in the picture is Tarloch, which is a character you've already met. He is the bear. If I can't remember, yeah, because I had mentioned that in the previous video. So Tarloch is one of the three missing warriors. So that obviously means that there has to be some sort of truth to the myth, which is how he got the locket and everything. And so now we're just finding what the secret holds about Tir Nog Nog and all that. So we get to go to Albie Dungeon and put the locket on the altar, like he said. Basically, I'm just repeating what he said. Sorry. So back on the horse and everything. And I get to have fun with camera angles. Sometimes it's kind of silly. Okay, let's see. What else am I doing here? Am I decided doing other side missions? No, I am not. Okay. So now we're gonna go to Albie, which is a very beginner level dungeon. But yeah, I went blank. Sorry. Apparently I'm on channel 1 because I see a lot of stuff of a lot of people because channel 1 is the most populated. So, yay! Tir Coronal's Moongate. Or, I guess it's Albie Dungeon's Moongate, but it's outside of Tir Coronal, so whatever. So, now we're gonna go do one of my favorite types of missions, even though I've found out with the new event I might have another favorite type of mission. It's just a little bit more difficult, and I'll probably run through that with Mew Mew 22, so I'll leave that a mystery, but it's kind of cool. And apparently I am trying, okay, I am rebirthing before I go into the world, because I think I was talking about I needed to train some skills up, and then I realized there was no point in me training skills up, and you'll understand why once I actually go into the mission. So now we're talking to Nea, which is our sweet little rebirth person. And we're just rebirthing. I decide to stay male and keep the hair the same. And I'm choosing the close combat title. And this is one of the few that actually has the animated thing, kind of emphasizing the animation of it. And then you do need a lot of these skills. These skills are really useful in the game. I have learned that the hard way. I may have a level 2000 plus character in this game. I just recently got a lot of the melee skills. The bird is attacking. But yeah, the melee skills in this are extremely useful, in my opinion. Oh, cool. I have a style tab, which is useful. But, so, that's why I'm choosing to do the close combat on this character, because I learned the hard way in my main character that she couldn't go on a couple of the missions because there are monsters that are immune to magic and arrows, and those are her archery, and those are her two. So basically that's why I'm doing close combat. That, and it helps with strength and I think dexterity maybe. I'll have to look that one up to be sure, but yeah. So I'm just setting my character up to go into the dungeon, checking out skills, leveling up skills, because the combat mastery got me some experience points, not very many, HP and strength, which is always useful. And so yeah, and then so that's the skills you get for that. A lot of them you're given at the beginning of the game because you need the basic melee, even if you're training magic or anything else. So we're going to go to the me inventory and drop the locket. I'm realizing just now that I could have used an angel wing just to come here and do it, but I was stupid. And now we're going into a cutscene, kind of showing you going through like a magical area and everything. And you get to see the 3 warriors. So we got Rory here, and we got Mari, and they're talking back and forth about how she's kind of young. And then we got Tarlach, which is one we've already done, or we've already met. And so they're just talking about what they're doing because they're going through this dungeon trying to find out what's going on because there's been some weird stuff going on. And you see the point why there was no point in me actually training skills, because you have a different character. You don't have your normal skills, you have their skills. So if they only have, like, see, I had magic, he doesn't have magic. He has the extent of a couple of life skills and close combat. So he's a level 53, but that really doesn't mean anything, because if you have higher level skills, it really doesn't matter because you're using his. But yeah, because this was one of the first missions I think made in the game, maybe. Well, it's Generation 1. So he wouldn't have had puppetry, he wouldn't have had ninja, he wouldn't have had a lot of them because those skill sets wouldn't have been in the game. They gave him basic. And now we get to use his skills on spiders. And they get to beat my character up. Because they can. It is disturbing how much those spiders can launch your character. Like, it's ridiculous to watch, like, these itty-bitty little creatures, even though these spiders aren't that little, but, like, I've watched rats that are probably half the size of my dog launch a full-size male or female character across, and it's like, how does that even work? And I'm guessing it's just magic. I don't know why I picked up gold there, because there's no point. That's also why I didn't pick up the cobwebs. It's because there's not really any point in it. You don't have to keep any of the gold or any of the cobwebs to use in, like, training skills. So, I don't know. So we're going to continue going through the dungeon. It's pretty simple. It's the same layout as the previous one. And we got the mimic chests here. And it's just best to use windmill on them so you can actually find out. And that's actually one of the better ways to tell if they're fake or not. There is another skill set that you can get in the future. I think it's like demigod or something like that you're able to actually use once per day in the game as a transformation skill for your character. And it helps, but you only get like 5-10 minutes of it. So, I mean, it's useful, but windmill also works pretty well with mimics. So, let's see. I'm trying to think of stuff to talk about. I'm sorry. It's like, I also don't want to spoil too much of the game either. As I just run past the entire thing. Then we got the bats, which yet again, if you get hit by one of these things, it still doesn't make sense how these things can launch you across the room. And then we got evil spiders again, because this is like a spider dungeon. It's pretty actually amazing seeing how big and disturbing the spiders get if you do like an upper version of this one. Because this is Abby, I think, beginner, or LB beginner, and then I think there's like LB intermediate, and I think I've played through LB Intermediate once, and they got disturbingly big and a lot stronger. So yeah, it does get harder. I think that just goes with whatever items you drop on the altar. Like in this case, if you have the locket, you get a role-playing dungeon. If you drop the certain gems and you have the right quest, you get that dungeon. I mean, it's interesting to see what items you drop and everything. And there's probably some other stuff to actually get into, like the intermediate. There might be passes and things that you drop. Now we're having another cutscene because they're taking a short break before they go into like the final couple rooms. They're gonna have a bonfire and stuff and just kind of relax for a couple minutes just to heal up and talk. Talking about how many spiders are there and how big they are and everything, and how that's abnormal for the area, because it is for the time period and everything. It's kind of weird for them to have such big spiders and things, and they're just guessing that it has something to do with the rise of the wild animals in the area, like how there was a lot of wolves outside of Tir Coronal and things. And I'm guessing I'm saying something about that there because I paused it. And then, oh, you mean, okay. And then I was pausing the, I don't know what I was saying there. And then they're kind of confused on if there's a reason why they're around there or whatever. And then she says she really doesn't remember, but then again, she is a younger character and she lost her memory, which I believe happens to her later, but I can't remember that entire story. And I don't want to tell you anything else about her because her story is weird. And he's just saying it's probably just an enchantment, but it doesn't come off as evil. And then apparently Rory is a jerk. Whistle, whistle. It's like, I think 2 out of the 3 are jerks in this situation, but that's just because I know the characters from later on. Even though it is funny seeing Rory's face from beyond the flame, and he's like, ah, ah, ah. I don't even know why I'm doing the actions. You can't see my face. I'm just having fun with it. And he's talking about how Tarlet's sister was killed by Formers, and how Rory does not have very good manners. And that is the reason why Tarlet, not the manner thing, but why his sister, is why he's looking for Tir na Nog. And how they're going to train harder so they can actually go there and get rid of all the Formers. And how Rory is such a brute. I would agree with her in that as well. Now we're heading into, I think there might be one more room and then the boss room. Maybe. I can't remember. We'll find out in a second. Yeah, it looks like there's 2 more rooms and then the boss room, so. But yeah, these characters do appear later on in the story, and that's why I'm not wanting to say too much, because there's like an entire arc with Tarlet and Rory in the saga, and I think even Mari appears in it somewhere, either in some way or another as well, because they're fairly important characters. We'll just say that. Because this is back when they were younger. This is back, probably, these people are really old. I got lost. I got lost. I went the wrong direction. But yeah, it's probably back. I don't want to tell you how far back because I know that they're still alive, so I'm guessing maybe 20 to 30 years back. But then again, I don't understand the, like, magic in this world. So they could have the same kind of lifespan as the militants do, where they can live a long time without really doing anything. So it could be 20 years, or it could be a really long ass time. Who knows? And we're just going through. We're just trying to get to the boss. Ooh, yeah, it's one of the wacka things. These rooms are always fun. They're kind of annoying, but whatever. Your goal is to hit the right one unless you want to train. I don't understand why there's a treasure chest keys in this particular dungeon. In other dungeons, they make more sense. But in this one, it doesn't make much sense. I'm guessing just randomized. I don't know why my character's running that direction. I might have been explaining the little bowls and things. And now we're going into the boss battle. Yeah. We're just gonna whack it and hope for the best. And I didn't one-hit KO it, but you know, it's pissed off, so that's all that matters. And it smacks me. That makes sense to knock my character down. If anything, it could friggin' eat my head. Like, seriously, just character dead. That spider scares me. And I'm killing all its little babies. That sounds horrible. But there you go. And I'm just almost done with this area. Just a couple more spiders and then oh wow, I played this game 10 days ago. I feel horrible because I can actually see the date when I recorded it. And then we show Rory killing the spider and being the big buff dude he is. Apparently she's wondering if they do normally see these in dungeons or not. But now they're talking about the goddess, the beautiful goddess that apparently appeared in his dream. And they're teasing him, asking if it was a romantic dream or if it was something else. And then he's wondering if it's something more important. And he's talking about the Black Wing goddess, which I think is Morgan. I think. If I can remember the mythology of this world or not. We'll find out later if I'm right. So there's a former goddess in Tiranoghnog, and just talked about Rar's dream of her and the message, and how he thinks he is the chosen one. Mari wants to go too, so that they can help her remember her past. So that's the end of the role-playing mission, and now we're back to being Mew Mew 22. And yeah, so now we get to go talk to Duncan about the goddess, and I'm just trying to not get the character in my video because I feel really weird having other characters in my videos because they didn't give me permission. But but it is an MMO, so I mean you're gonna have a bunch of people. If it wasn't busy, that'd be worrisome. You can have up to thousands of people on the game in many different spots at once, and that's kind of nice. But since I don't really have their permission, I do feel a little awkward, so I usually try to go onto channels that are less occupied, because channel 1 is the most occupied. And I think that that's what channel I'm on. So we're gonna go talk to Duncan, and it looks like I have some more basic training. Everyone's favorite training to watch me do. And I'll probably do that in a minute. And then we're gonna talk to him about, yep, the goddess Morgan. And we're just ending the conversation, and the birdie has attacked, giving me some experience points. I leveled up. And checking missions. So let's see, what did I decide to do? Okay, I'm doing the tutorials now. Because might as well just do it now and get it over and done with. I was debating on just doing these off camera, and you can comment below. I would love people to comment if they don't want to see the tutorials and just have me, and I can just do them off screen, because if you're gonna play the game anyways, you're gonna have to do these just to learn the basics of the skills yourself. Like, they're just common missions, because you need to understand how to use the skills somewhat properly. Because I remember when I first started playing this, I hated these, and I still don't really like them very much, but they're useful. It's just sometimes the combos are difficult, because I get frustrated easily with these things. Like, if I don't push the right button, for example, like, damn it. I think I was probably pushing the wrong button when I was doing this combo. Either hitting too much, or hitting, like, the F2 button or something. Yeah, probably hitting F2. Because if you're not hitting the right keys, it can fuck you up. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what. Yay, we get to move on to the next session of this, which means we get to hit the little orb in the middle again. And we get to learn that we can't hit them 5 times in a row without being knocked on our ass. Yep. And for some reason, he chooses us to tell us to try it again a couple times, even though it's kind of obvious you can't do it, because they use a defense attack, I believe, which just launches you. And he's kind of explaining that they use a defense skill, which basically just sends you backwards, and actually you can kill enemies with the defense skill. I've learned that, and I've actually trained it where I would attack an enemy once and then just use defense on it until I destroyed it. And apparently I'm actually talking to you about something at this point, because my character's just standing there. I don't know how long he's going to be standing here. I'm actually kind of embarrassed that I didn't record this properly. Yeah, I have learned that the defense skills and things can be trained and used as an offensive as well as a defensive. Because if you have the right enemies and everything going, it's quite useful. I'm actually getting somewhat concerned about what I was talking about here. I've been standing here for 30 seconds.
It probably wasn't anything important.
It was long enough for me to literally just have my character stand here for a full 30 seconds.
You were for a bathroom break.
No, I tend to end the videos there. Okay, so now we're learning this basic hitting and smash. Basic offense. And it helps you go against the basic defense. There are skills that do go against defensive skills. Like there are skills that go against offensive skills. This game is basically like a game of paper, rock, scissors. You hope you choose the right one, and hope you... Yeah. Just pay attention to what the enemies are doing, and then you can usually do pretty well. So now he's talking about how normal attack goes against the opponents using defense. You'll be stunned and thrown off guard. Basically. Even though I just read what that said. But yeah. I can't believe I made this video so long. I didn't realize this video was that long. I thought it was 30 minutes. Because my character's standing here again. I'm guessing I'm rambling about something random. I'll try to make my videos shorter than this one in the future. because I didn't realize it was an hour. I probably should have like ended it right after the RPG mission, but I didn't think it was that long because I wasn't paying attention. So I have a bunch of little tutorial missions, and we're doing, I think, yeah, we're doing defense and stuff with Tyberag. So that you only get 1 point knocked off rather than like a lot of points knocked off. And they'll still beat the hell out of you. And I'm just trying to get this character to die. Because I don't actually see what I'm supposed to be doing. You can't use this skill for 2 seconds. Oh. Smash training dummies! So we're gonna smash it. This is the point where you're actually supposed to be putting the combos and things into the actual progress, but I usually just try to kill the enemies as fast as possible. Sometimes by using the combos, and sometimes just by using my own combos that I would normally use, because it just teaches you how to use the skills you can use. Like in this case, I'm just using smash as much as possible as he glitches through the wall. Okay. And then that one's a smash one, so I'll probably continue doing the smash thing that I was doing. But yeah, this is the main part of this actual section is for you to put the combos or whatever into the actual practice. Like I said, I usually try to just kill them as quick as possible to get the training over and done with. Sometimes I do the combos because they're useful, and apparently I keep pushing the wrong button at this point because they're right next to each other. You know, I'm thinking about splitting this video in half. I think I'm gonna do that. Just because I think that you guys would get bored. Because I just did 30 minutes of stuff, so I think I'm just gonna split this recording video right here. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my content, and bye-bye.